Hello friends, good morning, welcome to LeggLife. It is Sunday. Is it afternoon or is it morning, Sherry?
It's 12:30.
Good afternoon, friends. It is 12:30 p.m. We've just been having a lazy morning, which has been really nice. We had breakfast, we had coffee, we listened to some music, got laundry going, got the dishwasher emptied. It's been mildly productive, mostly lazy, which is kind of great. We're going to Palmer for dinner with friends later tonight, so we'll bring you along, show you the beautiful drive out to Palmer. Got some meal prep want to do as we get ready for the week, and I just thought, you know what, it's Sunday, pick up the vlog camera, bring you guys along. The next chore I'm going to tackle today is this. The snow is mostly melted. We have beautiful views of the mountain from our living room. We have glass doors here. We have big, like, windows over here. But there's a problem. They're really dirty. Like, all of the... gosh, I don't think we've cleaned them since last spring. It's been like a year. So all of the dirt, all of the dust, all of the gunk, there's bird poop at least in 2 spots. And so now that the days are getting longer, the sun is out, we're keeping the windows, the blinds open more often. I want to have clean windows to be able to enjoy the view that we have from our home. So, going to tackle the windows. All right, so I just did the inside of one side of our sliding glass door. Are you kidding me?
So gross.
That's the inside. Blah. That is why the windows... Oh my gosh, that's so gross. Needed to be done. And it's not just the windows. You can see the tracks here have all sorts of gunk. So I have the little vacuum. That didn't work as well as I wanted it to. I think these are actually going to need to be probably wiped out. So I'm going to clean those. All right, now I've moved to the outside, and these are going to be so gross. I just know that, like, this is going to be the worst. Also, bird poop. Disgusting. Well, this actually is kind of surprising. The outside looked dirtier, but it wasn't. You guys saw how black the thing was before? Look at that. That's not so bad. The inside was worse, which actually is like, it's actually more disgusting. All right, windows are done. That is the pile of dirty paper towels. I remember growing up, we used newspaper, which always was nice because it didn't like leave a streak and it was great. But the problem is, like Sherri pointed out, who has newspapers anymore? And so this is what we have, and this is what we use. Just finished doing meal prep for a couple of lunches. I'm not doing as many as I normally do for a week, at least not yet. Did some bacon cheeseburgers, just a patty with cheddar cheese on top and bacon, and then some steamed broccoli. So a couple of lunches done, going in the fridge. And the reason I'm not doing like the full meal prep with lunches for every day this week, frankly, we need to go grocery shopping. There's not a ton of stuff for meals in the house. I think that was the last of the broccoli. There might be a little bit left. We don't have any more vegetables. And so, in order to do kind of like the big meal prep, I need to go shopping. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do that today. I do still have a little bit of time. I might go shopping today and then meal prep tomorrow night, or maybe I'll just do it all tomorrow. Not sure, but wanted to at least get cooked up what we had, and we had a couple of burger patties left. We had some bacon, some cheese, and some broccoli, so that is lunch for at least a couple of days. Now that lunches are made, I can go ahead and get the dishwasher started and switch that to clean. We've obviously left the house. We're heading into tidal wave because we have an entire bag of books and records to turn in for credit. Well, that was funny. We dropped off our books. Sherri did a little book shopping. She'll show you what she bought. And as we were getting ready to get in line, we hear Sherri.
And I was like,
and it was,
your stepmom.
It was. It's like, what in the world? It was actually,
mine too. It
was really funny. She's like, she goes, it's crazy seeing you guys here. And I was like,
what are the odds?
What are the odds? And I was like, actually in a bookstore, pretty good. Like, the odds of seeing Sherri of anywhere in Anchorage in a bookstore, probably higher than anywhere else.
Yeah.
Maybe a coffee shop would actually be number 1, bookstores number 2. What book did you get? We were just going to drop stuff off, but we had a little bit of extra time.
It's called Nowhere Else But Here. And it's like a sweet teen romance with elements of mystery.
Yep. Had you heard of this book before, or you just thought it looked good?
Well, you know what caught me?
What?
I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but there's sparkles in the the title. It sparkles.
You might be the easiest person in the world to market to. Cause it's like, how can we get Sherri to buy this product? It's like, I don't know, put some glitter on it.
I mean, that's literally what made me like pick it up and read the back, and then I read the back and I was like, oh, that sounds cute.
Yep, there you go. So we have about an hour drive to Palmer for dinner. So we are going to, I think, hit the road out there. It's another nice day. It's like 50 degrees. It's cloudy, so the sun's not out, but it does feel warm.
It does feel warm. I did bring my jacket. It's in the back seat in case it's chillier tonight, but
we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit the road. On our way to Palmer, stopped at Jitters in Eagle River. What'd you get?
I got a pink lotus with watermelon.
Sugar-free.
Sugar-free.
And delicious.
So good.
That drink tastes like summer, and I think it's the watermelon.
I think so too.
Apparently Eagle River is getting its own Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's is my favorite sub chain. Their grand opening's in 3 days.
It's exciting.
Just one more reason to visit Eagle River.
So down here on the ground at sea level, almost all the snow is gone, and there's tiny patches here and there, but not a lot. But you can see mountains still have quite a bit of snow on them. Look at all the hay bales. It's like just like Indiana. Except maybe not.
The mountains are a little bit different here.
A little bit.
All right, so we made it to Palmer, and I have a question for you. We were going to be about 8 minutes early, and so I was like, nope, we're going to keep driving. And so we drove, which made us about 2 minutes late. But here's my question. If you're going to a friend's house for dinner, would you rather be 8 minutes early or 2 minutes late? What do you think?
I would rather be a little bit early. But
you would? 8 minutes feels too much.
8 minutes feels like a little too much, but I would also, I mean, we're vlogging, so we're gonna be even a little bit later, but I think that I would just like sit in my car for a couple of minutes and then go in.
Really? I'd rather be 2 minutes early. I think that's the sweet spot. 2 minutes early on time or 2 minutes late. 8 minutes early feels like, oh my God, the house isn't even ready yet. I haven't even put on pants at 8 minutes early. Let's be very clear. All right, we're gonna hang out with our friends, pick you guys up a little bit later. All right, we just left our friend's house. It is 8:30 p.m. We are heading home, and I wanted to show you guys, look at the moon over the mountain though. Doesn't that look awesome? Well, hello friends, it is the next day. Actually it is late the next day. It is almost 5 p.m. Done with work for the day, and just got home from grocery shopping. Sherri's upstairs wrapping up work, and grocery shopping was a huge success. Now, I did a little bit of meal planning before I went, but I did something that I normally do not advise. I largely went in and said, I will let this store tell me what I need. That is normally a horrible, horrible plan, because you end up coming home with, well, for me at least, you end up coming home with like a bunch of random things and not always like full meals, but I think I actually did really good this time. Let me show you. Well, first of all, when I checked the mail on the way home, Sherri got some new lacy cover-up thing, I think for one of her dresses for the cruise, and a package from Better World Books. What? So we're gonna set that on the stairs, take it up to her a little bit later. All right, so there were a few things that I got that were not part of meals, but I just like to have on hand. The Normandy blend of vegetables, which is like broccoli, cauliflower, yellow squash, zucchini, carrots. We were out of frozen veggies, so I got that. And then these frozen meatballs, they're just so good. There's so many different ways we can use them. They make for an easy meal, so these were also on sale. So I got a couple things of that. So here's what I got to make for meals this week. First of all, these hard-boiled eggs are for breakfasts. So we were out of those, got those. Meal number one, some Italian sausage, some mild Italian sausage. I'm gonna do an Italian sausage like sheet pan dinner. I'm gonna cut up some onion, some pepper, some grape tomato, some whole cloves of garlic, and then I'm going to put on there just like some dollops of a marinara sauce. So just like a Italian peppers, sausage, tomato, garlic, sheet pan meal. Delicious. Over here, I got like cut up steak bites like for stew. I'm going to just put these actually in the air fryer with onions and mushrooms and like a teriyaki sauce. So like a teriyaki onion mushroom steak bite thing. I think that'll be delicious. Over here, I got wings because Sherri and I both love, love, love wings. So I will make those for dinner one night. I was out of the Goya sofrito, which I used recently and I loved, so I got a couple more of those. A couple of the random things, got a couple graduation cards. We got a couple LeggLife community members graduating high school and college. Sherri and I wanted to send cards and just congratulate. We were out of baking powder. Sherri needed salt and pepper for her office. So just that kind of stuff. But that's everything for dinners for the rest of the week, which is great because now we can create a menu with what we have and we actually have everything we need to make it. So love that. It just takes the stress away. I've shared this before. We are the kind of people, and I wish we weren't this way, we're the kind of people that if we don't have things planned out and if we don't have the things on hand for what we have planned out, it's just so easy to default to going out to eat, which is expensive, which isn't always the healthiest. And so this will certainly help us. All right, Sherri, you got mail, and I think you might have accidentally ordered another book. Whoops. It's dinner time. I think it's gonna be pretty easy tonight. You can see I've got just like the steak, the cubed steak there. I'm just going to add the onions that I chopped up one whole onion right in there. Then I'm going to dump in the mushrooms. Look at that. Yum. For seasoning, I'm going to do the ginger teriyaki seasoning. And I'm going to do some like teriyaki. This is just like almost like liquid. So it's, obviously, it's like really kind of watery and thin. This is a little bit thicker, more like a teriyaki sauce. So I'm going to use a little bit of both of those. So I'm going to go mix all of this up. Look how good that looks. Oh my gosh. Now I am making a ton of this because I need lunches for the rest of the week. You guys remember I made just a couple lunches. This is going to be lunches for the rest of the week. So I'm making a lot of this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually taking this whole thing and I'm just going to dump it here in my air fryer basket. And in it goes. Now since it is a lot and it's like pretty deep in the basket, I'm going to stop it every 5 minutes or so and just kind of stir it up. Get the things that are on the top more to the bottom, mix things up so they can cook really well. I'm going to top it with some, we have some green onion left from a recipe we used recently. And so I'm going to cut some green onion up on top of that at the end when it's cooked. But dinner is going. And there it is all dished up with a little bit of extra sauce on top. The green onions cut up. I think it looks pretty good. Done with dinner. Sherri, how was it?
It was really good.
And check this out. We've got 2 left for lunches. So that's awesome. And I think actually that will give us all of the lunches we need for the rest of the week. And you know dinner was good when you look back and you see Sherri just munching on the onions and mushrooms that are left in there. Mm-hmm. You're so cute. And I do like their entire air fryer can fit in the dishwasher. Makes cleanup super easy. Sherri's just cleaning the counter. I think we're gonna get the dishwasher started and then this will all be done too. Missy girl's over here just hanging out. She got some wet food. So a very big day for her. We decided to dish up breakfast for the morning, doing some vanilla yogurt and some blackberries and a little bit of this granola from Costco that is so delicious. And look at that, breakfast for tomorrow morning done as well. That'll make the mornings easy. And I like that it's only 6:45 p.m. and all of our stuff for the morning's ready. I got coffee ready, got the water ready, breakfast are good to go. These are normally things that we do like right before we go to bed. We're not going to bed at 6:45, I promise you that. But we were down here like wrapping up dinner stuff and doing dishes, and we thought, well, we can, while we're down here, at least get it done. And the night gets better for Missy because Sherri's down on the floor with her, which Missy always loves. She, for sure, has always been a fan of attention.
What? Get that from you.
Okay, you're not wrong, but rude. Now is what I like to call time for Adam to be embarrassed. We've got our yoga mats out. We've been switching home workouts between yoga and then some like resistance band stuff. But the yoga we do is for EDS, which Sherri has like a hypermobility because she's super flexible. So she needs more like strength yoga rather than bendy flexible yoga.
Strength and balance.
Strength and balance. But here's the problem. I might be the least flexible person in the world, married to the most flexible person in the world. So when we do yoga together, most of it is me looking over at her being like, how do you do that?
Well, but the nice thing about the strength and balance is that it still stretches you.
That is true.
But it's not focusing on stretching because I get nothing out of it.
It is quite the workout, though. You guys will find this hilarious. We were doing the resistance band workout the other day, and one of the bands slipped off my shoe and smacked me so hard. It was one of those moments, like, if we'd been recording it, we would have won America's Funniest Home Videos.
You were still in pain when we went to bed later that night.
Hours later.
Oh, my calf hurts because it hit so hard.
And so today when Sherri was like, should we do yoga tonight? I was like, yes, because that means I'm not going to get smacked with the stupid band. All right.
Sorry.
Well, now let me go try to bend my body in unnatural ways. It is not how I bend. I look over in the middle of it, and Sherri's just like, look, I'm a pretzel. And it's so funny because, like, what's that?
That's what she said to do.
Well, it's really funny because the lady whose yoga we watch, and we've been using her stuff for how long, Sherri?
A few years.
Yeah, a few years now.
Specializes in chronic illness.
And so she does a lot of like EDS specific yoga stuff, and so it's great for Sherri, great for me too. But it's so funny because she's like, now do this, and I look at the screen and I'm like, if my body did that, call an ambulance. Like, if I'm in that position, I'm broken. So I'm getting better. I will say it's interesting to me because yoga, you guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little judgmental on yoga being an actual workout until we started doing it. Now, we still don't do it as often as we would like to. We've been better, for sure, which is really nice. And I love that it's something we can do together because
there's not a lot of workouts I can do.
Yeah, there's not a lot of workouts that we can do together, and this is one of them. Even though I don't feel like I do it really well. It's so funny. She's like, and now touch the ground. I'm like, can't do that. She's like, now touch your knuckles with the ground. I'm like, oh God, no. And then take your ankle and like put it on the ceiling. I'm like, huh? What? Do what? That's how it feels to me. So we've just been hanging out for a little while. Honestly, we're both kind of just zoning out a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Sherri did paint her nails. Let me show you. Look at those fancy things.
Mm-hmm.
I like that color.
Matches your shirt.
It actually does match my shirt. That's funny.
That wasn't intentional, but I like the color.
You look good.
Thanks.
We've been doing a little bit of work for our upcoming cruise, you guys. This is insane. We are 17 days away. It has crept up on us quickly.
Yeah.
We have almost everything booked. I think I said in a vlog several weeks ago, I was like, I think we're totally ready. Spoiler alert, we were not totally ready. When I said that, I realized, I was like, wait a second. We don't have our hotel in Seattle booked for the night we fly down there. We don't have our hotel in Vancouver booked for the night before the cruise. And at the time, we didn't even have booked how we were getting from Seattle to Vancouver.
Correct. We do have that now.
Let me give you an update. So we fly Alaska Airlines from Anchorage to Seattle. We are staying in Seattle that night. I think that's the night of May 8th. Still don't have our hotel in Seattle booked. Rates in Seattle are kind of high. Actually, they're really high. So I'm waiting to see if rates come down the closer we get. So I'm kind of playing a bit of a game that could bite us in the butt. Willing to take the risk.
No, you found a very nice, hostel for $45? We can share a room with somebody.
I found a hostel, and I was like, Sherri, how about this? Totally joking.
Dorm room style.
Totally joking. And the look on her face was like, and then what she said was, why don't you keep looking? What a nice way to put, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would not make Sherri stay in a hostel. If it was just me, I would not make her though. So we still need to book our hotel room in Seattle. We have on the 9th of May, we have like half a day. Our plan is to go to Tai Tung, which is the Chinese restaurant we went to on Christmas Eve that we fell in love with in the International District.
I'm so excited.
So we have a few hours on the 9th, and then we're actually taking the Amtrak from Seattle, I think it's called the Cascade Express, the Cascade something, from Seattle to Vancouver. Pretty excited about that. Mm-hmm. So we're taking the train from Seattle to Vancouver, then we get in to Vancouver the night of May 9th, and we did book our hotel in Vancouver, and I'm actually really excited about this. It is a non-profit hotel.
Yeah.
So it's owned by the YWCA, and they redid a bunch of rooms, made them very modern hotel-like. It's all safe. I've read the reviews. But it's basically like business's mission. So the funds from the hotel go to support the mission and the work of the YWCA in Vancouver.
I love that.
Super cool. So that's where we're staying. And then on May 10th, we get on the Seabourn Odyssey for our cruise home to Alaska.
Yeah.
We have everything for the cruise except for one thing.
Yeah, so because we're doing the Zodiac tour, we need waterproof pants. They're supplying us with a jacket.
Yep.
But
we need pants.
We're gonna need pants because I don't want to wear just like leggings or jeans.
No. So we're gonna go to, I think, Cabela's or Bass Pro, maybe REI, and just buy like some light, basically rain pants.
Yeah.
And that's what we'll wear for the Zodiac tour on one of our mornings. So I'm not feeling stressed about the cruise. I am a little bit surprised at how quick it's here, because it felt like it was a little ways off, and now it's like, oh, we'll start pulling out a suitcase next week.
Yeah,
and just
like
gathering stuff.
Like 2.5 weeks.
Golly. So that's what we're up to. Friends, so we're gonna end the vlog. Thanks for hanging out with us. Just again, normal started on a Sunday, brought it over to a Monday. Our week is off to a good start. Your Monday was good?
Monday was good.
Busy?
Yeah.
Yep.
As Mondays are.
As
the world falls apart the 2 days we have off work.
How does that always happen? Like, Mondays have a stereotype for a reason. So, friends, we love you so much. We will see you on the next LeggLife video.